Hi, it's Blockchain Bard. Welcome to another episode of this same Smart Contracts Development series. Today, we're going to be talking about regulated coins. In our previous two videos, the coin we created were unrelated coins. So, what are regulated coins? So, regulated coins are coins that has regulations, like have restrictions, and add decisions to them. Just like indices, they're regulated. So, first of all, the parties that regulated coins has is that they can be globally paused, means that you can pause them at the start of the next epoch. So also you can also add whitelisted addresses to the coin, so you can give whitelist on wallets from interacting with a coin. So these coins are usually regulated. Why the unregulated coins you created before were coins that had no regulations, it can be used. So let's head over to our VS Code and see how we can create regulated coins and also play with it. So I have my VS Code opened and I'm still going to be using the same package which I created in the last two video. So we noticed here the coins we created both with one-time witness and the package coin, they're both all regulated. So now I'm going to be creating regulated coins. So what I'm going to be doing right now is that to save time, I'm going to be copying this code here, which we used to create the one-time witness coin for all regulated, and I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to be changing this to regulated coin. And likewise here also. So one thing with regulated coins is that first of all, they have two properties you must add to your init function, or I choose to use the one-time witness. You can also do the same with the objects. So but right now I'm just sticking to the one-time witness by phrasing the one-time witness to create coins, but both has the advantage and disadvantage, just like I told you before. So coming back here, so to make this coin a regulated coin, first of all I have to make it regulated. So how do I make it regulated? So let me come here after calling this function, which was new coin to one-time witness. I have to call another function from the coin registry module. So from that, let me write it coin underscore registry. So from the coin registry, I want to access a function which is called make regulated. So now with this, I'll make my coin regulated. So first of all, I have to pass in my builder. Okay. And I'm going to pass it in as immutable reference. So I spoke about immutable and readable reference in the previous video. You can go and search it out if you're confused about it. So making this immutable reference, I have to catch this as being mutable. And also let me just change this to an egg. Let me just go with the egg and call it my regulated coin, and I'll just call it create my regulated coin as a description. Okay, so after that, the next argument you're going to be passing is allow global pause. So right now I'll pass this in as true, because when I create a coin later on, I might want to be able to allow global pause. Allow global pause means that if you activate this, it means that no one can transact with the coin. So nobody can transact with the coin for a certain period till the start of the next epoch. So I'm going to make it true because I want to be able to pause. I'll globally pause the coin. Then after that, I'll pass in the transaction port text. So I'll catch this now. So this returns something. This returns something which is the deny cap v2. So I'll catch it in as deny cap. So I'll put let's deny cap go to this. So I'll catch the deny cap object. So what I will do now is that I will put my Sui icon over here. But just like the other capabilities, I'm going to be transferring it to the column of the function. Or you can choose to transfer it to an admin address. There were times if you interact with an admin address, maybe you're just a developer and there's another administrator, so you can replace it with his address. But right now, let me just do that. But let me just show you something right now. So just in case you might want to have an address outside that you want to like transfer things to, you can come to your rule.toml file under addresses here. You can just come here and just put in the C admin, and you can put in the admin address. Let me come to remove all a couple of addresses. So let me copy this address here and paste it here, and I can come here now. I just specify the sender. Instead of using saying sender, I can just put in @admin. You can already specify it in my move.toml file. So, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'll just be using the ctx.send. I just showed you this so that you would know about it. So let us make it send to ctx.send now, which is the person that calls the function. So let me just copy this line again, paste it, but this time I'll be transferring the deny capability to the sender. So this is all it takes to make a coin regulated. So this is for the first function, but it doesn't stop here. We still have to add 2 more functions. So now the functions we're going to write in, first of all, the first function is going to write in is add to deny list function. So let me get the function name, add to deny lists. So now let me explain what this function will do. So this function will be used to add the address to the deny list. So it means that if we add the coin to the deny list, so the address to the deny list, the address will not be able to transfer the coin or use it as an input object, and also the address would not be able to receive the coin. So anytime we call this function, it will happen, but it's going to happen at the start of the next epoch. So I've explained what epoch is in one of the previous videos. Go to the playlist and search for epoch. So if you come to see Explorer right now, you would see when epoch 885.testnet. So if it gets to 986, that is when it's going to be activated. So let's go back to the VS Code, and first of all, our function will take a deny list. And deny list is an object that will be importing. So we're going to be importing it from, we're going to be importing it from the Sui package also. So use Sui, and there is a module called deny list, and I'm going to access the object that calls deny list. And also again, we will need to also access the deny list cap. So we will look at it here. So we need to like get the object type, and we can get that from coin, this Sui coin. So to do that, let me import the core module itself here, and let me try to access the deny cap v2. So make sure you click on v2. You only want to access that of our v2. So coming down here is going to be a type of deny list, and here you got it correctly, it's going to be a notable reference of the objects. Sorry, not deny cap, it's a little bit deny list. deny lists. Yeah. So that's it. So the next thing it's going to be taking is the deny capability. So I'll pass in also the deny cap. So now this deny is a fixed object which are going to be passing in the global or shared object. So you're going to be passing in later on. So we'll call the function, you see how you're going to pass it in. So the next is going to be our deny cap v2, which it transfers to the caller of the publisher of the package. So we're going to be, let's pass it as a immutable reference and deny cap v2, and it's going to have a type of, what do I call our coin? Regulated coin. Yeah, a way of type regulated coin. So there can be different deny caps. We want to make sure that you're passing that about coin. The next on, we're going to be let me format this properly. So the next thing the function does it taking is the address. So the address which we want to add to the deny list. So it's a way of type address. Then we need to pass in our partial portet, which is going to be a little reference of text context, which is imported by default. So what I'm going to do right now is coin. So from the coin module, there is a function called deny list, and I think it's v2 add, yeah, deny list v2. And yeah, what does it take? It takes the deny list, the deny cap, and also the address in which we want to, add to whitelist. So deny cap, okay, we're missing the type. So right now I need to give in our coin type, which is going to be of type Rugulated Coin. So our error is gone. That's it for the first function. So the next function I need to write is the remove from deny list function. So this one adds an address to the deny list, while this one removes an address. Always parameter, reuse this. Okay. Deny cap. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So the next function we're going to be remove from line list. So again, this function takes sync arguments. At this time, just copy it to Silver's time, and I'll paste it over here. So just again, we're going to use the coin module, and this time the function we are going to be accessing is deny lists v2 remove. So deny is v2 deny lists underscore v2. We have to look for the new function here to remove. So now first we take the deny lists, the deny cap, and also the address we want to remove. So now once we remove the address, it goes back to default. The address can be able to like hand the coin to input on it, also receive it. But again, it doesn't happen till the start of a new epoch. So the next function we're going to add, just like I told you before, was they can be able to pause the coin for being transferred or being used globally. So the next function that we're writing, it's public for enable global. Again, this is going to be taking two of these arguments. Sorry, so we don't need the address over here. Let me just remove it. So again, from the coin module, we're going to be accessing I think it's deny lists. Always remember, I think deny list v2. Deny list v2. Then enable global pause. Look at it here. So it takes the deny list, the deny tab, and crash upon text. And we add a semicolon here. Here we added a semicolon. Yeah, we haven't added it, sir. The next is going to be disable global pause. So just again, any of these things you're doing, just so that it does not happen to the start of a new epoch. And on Sui, one epoch is about 14 days, that's 2 weeks. So it does not happen till the start of a new epoch. So well, let me copy this here and it's paste it over here. Then let me call this evil global pause. And here now it will be deny list v2 disable global pause here. That's it. So there are some get functions here to writing which you might need. So I'm not going to add them here because maybe when interacting with another module or from your front end, you might need these functions. So these are like get functions. So the first one that we're writing is to check if an address is deny list for a current epoch. So we write the function public fun and we'll call it check deny list current epoch. So I'll be checking if an address is in the deny list for the current epoch. So for that, we need the deny lists. Again, the deny list objects. But this time, we're not going to be, just like I said, these are get functions. We're not going to be mutating anything. We're only going to be checking. So we're going to be passing in the readable preference and also the address which we want to check. So this we have type address and again the international context beneath. Then it's returns true or false. So I'm going to returning that which is going to be a bool. So for that, from the coin module, we're going to be getting the deny underscore lists underscore v2 underscore contains current report. Yeah, that's it. And it's taking deny lists, the address, and dash of context. And also, it runs a type. So we're going to give it a type of regulated coin. Or you can give it your generic types. We talked about generics in one of the previous videos. So you can go check that out. So the next function again, we're going to be writing is to check if an address is in deny list for the next epoch. So just like I explained before, with about 14 days. So we're checking, this one is to check for the current epoch. The next function I'm going to be writing is to check if an address is in deny list for the next epoch. So let me just copy this here and paste it, and let me call this check deny list next epoch. I think this function is going to be contains next epoch. Okay. Let me just send this. Okay, I think it's about the actual context this time. Yeah, it didn't take the actual context. So let me add my semicolon. It did over here. Yes, semicolon is okay. Sorry, I need to add it. I'm returning it something, so there's need to add the semicolon. Sorry about that. Let me be the actual context here. We don't need it. Then the next check we need to be checking is that we're going to be checking if global pause is enabled for the current epoch. So let me copy this again, paste it here, and I'll wait to call it check, or I'll just call it is global pause enabled. I'm giving my function the detailed name so that way all units you will understand what it does. So I give my function name is enabled. This global pause enabled current epoch. So we're going to check. So this time we don't need the address again. But I think we need the actual context. So we adding it as a mutable reference. Sorry, unmutable reference. Sorry, because we're not actually changing anything. So I think here also this has to be an mutable reference. So now this function, let me just get rid of it, and the function we're going to be needing is deny waits underscore v2 underscore is global pause enabled for current epoch. Yes, this. So just like I said before, we have to give it a type. So let me copy our correct type and paste it over here. Then copy this function again. So this is going to be to check for the next epoch. So enabled next epoch, and this is going to be next also. To bring the arguments. So now I don't take the text in the actual context again like before, and they're going to move it to actual context from here. So I think that's it. These are like the major functions we need. So again, before it's like understanding better, I can go back to documentation to like check for more functions you might be needing. The functions you might read from deny list v2. But since you already use the deny list here, there's no migration needed. There's no migration needed. So that's it. So right now, let's start to build our package. So let me open the Sui Move and let me click on build. So we built successfully without no errors. So let me close my terminal. So now we are going to be deploying this smart contracts to do devnets to see how everything is going to work. I'm not sure we're going to be able to test this with deny is global pause and this. I'm not sure we're going to be testing it unless I'm going to run a local network to test this out. Okay, let me see if I can do that. So yeah, let's run a local network. So the way we can test this out about these functions properly, it's even when we use the local network. So let's use that. So you can come over to the Sui Move and come and switch local network. And also I made a tutorial video on how to run a local network, so you can go to my channel. I also add the link to the description below, so see how you can run a local network. So let me come here and switch to my local network here. So we'll switch to local network, and let me see. Okay, right now I already used local network recently, so I have 2003. So what you can do is that you can get faucet also from local network, and our balance has changed to 1003. So local network gives 1000. So you can go back and watch my skill video on how to set up a local network. So now let me publish my package to a local network. So I'll click on publish, and we successfully published our package to the local network. Let me copy the package ID. So this is the package ID. I copy it and I can come to my browser. So I already started a local network explorer, which again I told you in my previous video. I talked about setting up local network and also the explorer. You can go and watch it out. Again, I said I'll add the link to the description below. So right now we're in port 10. It moves so fast. The reason why we can't use template and testnet is because on template and testnet, I think an import is about 14 days. We don't need to wait for that. But here, the import is so fast over here. So let me paste my, sorry, I did not copy that properly. Let me copy it again and paste it here. So look at our deployed smart contracts. So we've created, let me collapse this. Okay, so now let's copy our wallet address again and let's go back to the Explorer and paste that I see the coins we have. So right now, if you see, we have 2 coins. We have the Rugulated coin. Look at it here. And we already minted it here. So this is the update ID of the Rugulated coin. And I think we come to the Sui Move also. If you come to the coin portfolio, let me open this. We'll see the coin here. So look at the Rugulated coin here. This is called W, and this is the Rugulated coin here. So the first thing we're going to be testing out. Okay, first of all, let me try to send the coin to someone. So let me copy the coin object ID and now let me create a new address. I have its current address here. So let me switch my addresses here. So I'm going to switch to 0x8. So I have switched. This is it here. So let me go back here like this. And let me transfer. Sorry, I was supposed to copy the address. That's which. So copy. And now let me try to transfer it. So I can use Sui Move to do that also. So if I come to coin tools, see transfer. So I already have this Sui Move shows all the coin you have. So I already have the Rugulated coin here. Let me take it here and let me get the address here and transfer. Coming to have this. So yeah, I think there's a bug on this extension. So I'll fix that. So let me just edit it manually and click on enter again. So now if you see, we've transferred the coin to another address. So if I come back here again and try to switch my address, if I come to the coin portfolio, you see that this coin is here. So now let me do something. First of all, let's call the first function, which is add to deny list. So now let me transfer this coin back to the previous owner. Let me just get this address the best way I can. So let me transfer the object back again. Let me come back to coin tools and transfer coin again. That bug is there, which needs to be fixed. So we'll just collapse it and change this back. Okay, we don't have gas coin. Sorry, so let me go some faucets. We have no gas coin. And okay, let's try again. We just transfer the coin back. So now let me copy this address, particular address, and let me switch back to the old address that deployed the smart contacts. And now we're going to be calling the first function, which is add to deny list. So after adding this to the deny list, we'll not be able to like transfer coins to that particular address. So let me go back to my Explorer and check our epoch. We are in epoch 16. So now let me call the function, which is add to deny list to always passing our address, and the deny list is going to be it is fixed objects with of 0x I think 403. Yeah, so this is the object ID. Let me copy it and confirm. Let's Explorer and paste it. Yeah, this is it. So this is the deny list fixed object ID. And next we have to pass in the deny list capability, which if we copy our address to see it there. So let me just copy our address. Here's it. I think this video is going too long. Well, let me copy our address here. We'll paste it and let me try to look for all assets. Okay, I think the best way to find it is to my terminal back. We'll have this, and I'll be when deploy the Slack contacts. Let's try to look for the deny list cap. This is treasury cap. This is coin. This coin is 3. This is coin. Yeah, this is the deny list cap we're looking for. So this object ID, let me pop it here. And let me just keep it here so that I'm looking for it again. To deny list cap. So let's go back to our already add deny list. So passing the deny list cap, then the deny list object is LX403. Then the address which we wanted to deny. Oh, we did not take note of that. So I think I can still get that again from my terminal. So I think we just transferred an object to it. So it shouldn't be hard to find. I think this should be it. Yeah. This should be it. So now let me paste it, and now we set on stuff some time. Let's go back again and check the port 16. So let me execute this. Okay, we successfully added our address to the deny list. To deny list, we added the next address to it. So this other address. So we are at equal 16. Let's wait till equal 17 starts, so that we'll be able to like test out, send the coins to the address and see if it works. Okay, I think I wasted so much time and I paused recording. We are now at another epoch. So now let me go back to VS Code. Now let's try to send to the address. So I already had the address copied. Let me go back to coin tools and go back to transfer. So let me put in the address. We're still going to have an error which we're going to be fixing. Okay. Sorry, we did not select what we're transferring. Sorry. So coin tools, transfer. So we're going to transfer the related coin, and we're going to pass in our address. So there's a bug here which I should fix in. So let me move this now. So if you look at it right now, there's an error that pops up, which is, so right now there's an error. Why? Because we already added that address to our deny list cap, so we cannot transfer to it. If you look at it right now, it says access denied for coin. So we added it to the deny list cap, so it means you cannot be able to transfer this coin to that address. So now, sorry, let's try to remove the address now. So the next function is we're calling is okay. You know what? I wanted to call the second I want to test all the functions, but now I'm going to use as an assignment. I've already done one, so the video is becoming too long. I think it's about 40 minutes now, so it's too long already. And if you stay to the end of the video, kudos to you. So it will be an assignment for you to try to call the rest of this function and see how it works. So that is the end of this video. So takeaways: we learned how to create a regulated coin, which you can add an address to deny list, go from deny list, you can pause the coin globally. And so I believe with this you're able to like understand how to create a regulated coin and how it works. So in the next video we'll still be talking about creating a coin, because this is like a broad topic. It's going to like span across 5 videos. So thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to test out. The list that makes you a good developer, it's by practicing. So I advise you try to practice and also test out this function to see how it works. So thank you very much. See you in the next video. If you have any question, feel free to drop it on the comment section and I'll be there to reply. So bye, see you in the next video.